Hey everybody, this is Jonathan from Lehigh Valley Music and Sound, and with me tonight is myself. I thought it'd be fun to do this little question and answer, and I got some questions from Todd Moyer of the Todd Moyer Band, and I will be happy to answer them. So let's get started. Let's see. First question is, how did you get started with Lehigh Valley Music and Sound and, well, with video production in general? All right. Well, this could be a bit of a long answer, but I'll try to do my best. So I got started in video production probably about 2.5 years ago, and I always loved creating videos. I have a YouTube channel where I do tech reviews and camera reviews, all that kind of stuff. But as most people probably know, people who are closest to me know how much I love music, and music has been an integral part of my life forever. So the problem is that I was creating music videos for my YouTube channel, and it was stunting the growth of the channel because here I had tech reviews over here, and then I had music videos over there, and people would go on my channel and be like, what the heck? That's how the algorithm works on YouTube. And so I wanted to create another channel for just music. And fast forward here, and then you have Lehigh Valley Music and Sound, where I am reaching out to local artists. Long story short, I didn't see the point in having a channel with just music videos. I wanted something more. And so I thought, let me reach out to local artists. Let's make this interesting. And that is how Lehigh Valley Music and Sound was created. It originally wasn't Lehigh Valley Music and Sound. It was a child project of Glitz and Glam TV Productions. It was called Glitz and Glam TV Music. But once again, I did not want just a music channel. It wasn't enough for me. When I go out, I go all out, and that's just how I am. That's my personality, and I wanted to have more of like a music news VH1 style channel, and so Lehigh Valley Music and Sound was born. So, what shows do you watch? I watch. This is the next question Todd Moyer asked. What shows do I watch? I watch all kinds of shows. Some shows you'd be surprised. I do like The Walking Dead a lot. I'm a big Walking Dead fan. I like Game of Thrones, mainly thanks to my wife, because she would watch it, and then I had no choice but to watch. I watched it along with her, and I got pulled in. Not a show I would have went out on my own to watch, but yeah. Another show, The Blacklist. I really love The Blacklist a lot. And I became a big fan of Stranger Things. Again, that's another show that my wife was watching, and then I got pulled into it, and I really enjoyed it too. Then Todd asks, what kind of concerts do you like? Well, as far as concerts that I've attended, I've only ever attended rock and country concerts. But as far as what concerts I would like to attend, oh my gosh, I mean, I would go to so many different types of concerts: opera, country, rock, hip-hop, metal. I mean, I like so many different styles of music that, it's safe to say that I like just about almost everything. That's why with this project, I take great pride in reaching out to people of all different genres, because I appreciate all styles of music. I'm a music lover in general. And there's something that I can appreciate in all styles of music, even if it's a style that I'm not particularly fond of. What is your favorite style of music? Well, again, it's hard for me to come up with a favorite style of music. I grew up on oldies rock, back when Oldies 99 was the station before it was 99 The Hawk. So I grew up on oldies. I love oldies music. I became a huge fan of Elvis. But I also was greatly influenced by modern country because my brother and my dad always listened to country music. They listened to Cat Country 96. They listened to, they always had CMT on the TV. So I was greatly influenced by country music as well. That being said, I started getting into metal when I got into my teens, and so I enjoyed metal. I enjoyed rap metal. If I had to, oh my gosh, I can't pick a favorite genre. I can't pick a favorite style of music. Let's just say it greatly depends on my mood. But honestly, if I had to pick one, it would either be rock or pop, or maybe a combination of the two. But man, I'll tell you, I don't want to answer that. I wouldn't want to have to just pick one. Where do you see Lehigh Valley Music and Sound going, and what the future looks like for this project? Wow. Well, that's a really good question. And in a nutshell, the sky's the limit. I love to see this project flourish and grow. I'm always thinking of new ideas, and there's always some crazy ideas rattling off in my brain. We're talking like hosting special events like parties, festivals, all kinds of stuff, fundraisers, local fundraisers. The sky's the limit. But one thing I think you've probably noticed by now is that I don't stop. I'm relentless when it comes to what I do. I'm always reaching out to artists. I'm always trying my best to push you guys into the limelight where you belong. And I try to do so in the best way possible. What is the one thing you like most about Lehigh Valley Music and Sound? Well, thank you for that question. What do I like most about Lehigh Valley Music and Sound? I like being able to provide a platform for local artists, and I emphasize local artists with a small budget because I know what it's like to be, and not necessarily, I'm not a musician, but I know what it's like to have a business, to have a project, and to want to get your name out there, and how hard it is to get noticed. And this project, and I really feel that in the Lehigh Valley's been very, very much underrepresented over the years, and so is Philly. And just so you know, I kind of adopted Philadelphia. Philadelphia is now mine. It's now alongside of Lehigh Valley Music and Sound. So the reason why I say that the Lehigh Valley's been so underrepresented is because over the years, the Lehigh Valley has blown up. I mean, there's so many people in the valley now. It's so urbanized, and there's people that are constantly moving into the valley. And the valley just keeps growing exponentially. And sadly, there hasn't been a platform that kind of kept up with the image of that, as far as like the urban, hip, MTV, current type feel. So when I was doing my research before starting this project, I took notice to that. I looked around and I took notice to that, and I said, you know what? Here is something that the Valley needs. Because whenever you first start a project, you always want to you try to look for a need to fulfill, a problem to solve. And here was the problem. We have, and as you've seen from the different artists that I've already interviewed and promoted, as you've seen, the Lehigh Valley is saturated with talented, amazingly talented artists. But they have no place to shine. And forget about the pandemic and the shutdowns and having no venues to play. But as far as like having like a Tonight Show type format, which is what I try to do with Artist Spotlight, to have them come on and just get to know them and talk to them and have them basically tell the world about themselves and sharing their music in the process. That is what I love so much about Lehigh Valley Music and Sound. Lehigh Valley Music and Sound is filling a void that's been in this area for a very long time. And after discussing with Todd about the music scene, both in the Lehigh Valley and also in the Philly area, because Todd is going down towards Philadelphia, and he said there's nothing like this, and it's sad. It's a real disservice. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm here, to create a place to say, hey, you know what? Like, everybody looks towards New York. Oh, New York. But what about this area? It's about time people look towards this area and go, hey, what's going on in the Lehigh Valley? What's going on over there? Those guys, they're doing some crazy stuff over there, and that's us. That's why I'm looking to create Lehigh Valley Who's Who in the music entertainment. And unfortunately, you might have seen that post. Unfortunately, there's no dates yet, but I'm just trying to push the idea out there to let you guys know where we're going and what direction we're heading into. But unfortunately, I can't set any dates because that event can't take place with restrictions. It just can't. It can't be done with COVID restrictions. But I'm just putting this out there that this is going to be big. It's going to have a red carpet vibe, and we're going to explode. Okay, we're putting the Lehigh Valley on the map, and people are going to look, people are going to notice, and they're going to want to be a part of this. So I'm glad that all of you guys are a part of this, and let's get this rolling. Let's keep it rolling. So I'm going to close the video out on that thought, because that's a real strong point, and I'm just excited about it, and I'm excited that you guys are all a part of it. I love talking and I loved meeting all of you guys. So I want you guys to all have a good night. I want to thank you again for tuning in, and be sure to tune into next week's episode of Artist Spotlight. DJ Scott Aber is going to be in the house, and we're going to be talking about his business and all the services that he has to offer. And let me tell you something, he is amazing. All right, guys, I want to thank you again, and have a good night.